Hey everyone, Jan here today from Needle, and in today's video I'm going to showcase your newest integration of Needle into Fireflies and how you can actually search your transcript that are generated within Fireflies through recording calls that you have with your customers, or also with potential people you would like to work with in the future, or just like discovery calls. And you make this transcript searchable. So often these tools allow you to create a summary, but the summary may lack specific information, and the transcript, which is like really the raw data, is the information that you would like to search for. And so you can add this also information here to any of your agentic AI workflows with Needle's RAG API. In addition, you can make your transcripts searchable. So in this case, I've created here a collection which I call Needle Drive Sales. And in this case, I have created here two connectors. I recently started to use Fireflies, also first of all for demoing the product and using the demo, the tool itself internally. And I can say that it's actually very cool to be able to transcribe your calls and later make this data that you actually generated of this call searchable. So I have here 17 different files inside, and it ran just today and it's going to run tomorrow again. I could trigger manually rerun now, but that is not necessary. So I think daily sync here for this data is good. If you have like 3 to 5 calls per day, this data is going to be added to this Needle collection here in this case, which is called Needle Sales. And I can then search for this specific collection here. So if you go over here to the chat, you see that there are 34 files and they're enriched also through Fireflies. And I can now make a search here based on this data which I've added to this collection. And I had a call in the past with a person called Olivier. And I would like to know again, actually, what did I talk with him about? And you find yourself often maybe in the situation that you're in calls with different people and many people who are different times. And hence it can be that you actually realize that you don't actually recall all the calls in detail, but you might want to find some specific information about something specific of a previous call. Also, it can happen that maybe you are in this situation where you think, oh, I know I talked about this topic, but with whom did I talk again about this topic? So in this case, you can just search for a specific topic and can ask also Needle, with whom did I talk about this topic in the past? So let's say, for example, I want to say here, what did Jan talk about with Olivier? So as you see now, it generated an answer and said that we discussed the potential of using Needle as a potential knowledge base or becoming partners. And it also always gives me the references here of the specific file. So I could click on it and redirect actually to it, and it would redirect me to the specific Fireflies file or transcript. Additionally, you can see here now that I created a specific template, and this is a template looks like this. And what it basically states that it should create also a specific link to the exact timestamp of where we get this information from. Currently, as you saw, it redirects to the transcript, and you could like find this information also within the transcript, but it would be much better to actually redirect to the exact timestamp of where this information was discussed. So as you see, I asked if we actually talked about the integration of Needle into Fireflies, and I get different kind of data back, as well as here as a transcript of Olivier and Jan. And I can see here a specific link, which would allow me to redirect to the exact timestamp. So you see, as it here now redirects exactly to this timestamp where Needle team stated that we currently do not have it, but we can actually do it. So as you see now, this is a really cool integration, allowing you to add like a context to your agentic workflows via our API or just within the new agentic chat interface to your data. So allowing you to search across multiple sources, and now also allowing you to add the context of your transcribe calls to any Needle collection that you're having, which can be very beneficial if you're working in a sales or marketing team and you're having many different calls with different people, and you must recall some specific information which you have talked about with many different people over the past. Also, it can be very interesting for you to be used if you do some product specs. So let's say you have generated a new product and you have different stakeholders, and you will talk with many different stakeholders to understand what the requirements are. So you will transcribe different calls of different stakeholders, and from that you would then actually create the exact guidelines and timeline of how this feature or new product should be developed based on all this feedback that you have received from the different stakeholders. This can be a very powerful addition to you to do better market research also. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you like this feature very much as we do. And I cannot wait to see what you are building with Needle. See you soon.